Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me again for your tarot read. We are going to start this one. I got, you can see our animal totem cards back up. You guys were absolutely awesome about commenting about what your animal totems are. So I do have each and every one of these cards in the deck, so I thought I'd just pull them forward. I remember somebody saying that the hawk was their messenger, and it's funny because they said as they were typing that in and typing that message, a hawk screeched at them. So that is absolutely their affirmation that their animal totem is a hawk, and hawks do represent messengers. Spirit sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. So if you got any sort of distractions in your life, it may be time to sort of set some of that aside and get a little bit more focused on whatever your priorities are. But definitely that is your messenger. Hawks are definitely your messengers, and they were squawking at you as you were doing that. So that is your animal totem at this time. It was S. Hamill who said that as of late she was having, I don't know if they were dreams or visions of dragons. I think she said visions of dragons. A very powerful she-dragon. So I do have dragons in my deck as well, and they represent the supernatural. So you are the ancient wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. So move forward with confidence. I remember you saying your dragon, as Hamill, it would grow, I think you said several heads at some point when it got really pissed off. So definitely I tell you, sister, you're tough. You're tough and you're not to be messed with. But on your good days, you're definitely rather majestic and powerful too. You also you were saying you were finding smoky quartz in your yard. Guys, if you find special stones around too, these stones are sent to you to find for a specific reason. So look up the meaning of those too. And as Hamill, I'd love to know if you got your tumbler going too, because I'm a bit of a stone buff myself. I love hunting stones and definitely plan on getting a tumbler too. I was given the gift of finding a nodule of amber this summer. My sister actually found some obsidian too on the beach. So these don't come to us just because for whatever, they do come to us for a reason. As someone else was saying, cats were their totem. Cats are very independent. So you're a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. So you're someone who's not afraid to be independent and sort of move against the grain of things or to do your own thing. Cats are also, Egyptians believe they were gatekeepers. So they're very much tied into the spiritual realm, guys. You may be somebody who has very strong intuition. And maybe somebody who had to heal from something all by yourself and find your way back all by yourself and pick yourself up too. Cats are very strong, resilient animals. They are a good animal totem to have, I'll tell you guys. And then somebody else was talking about a lynx, being drawn to a lynx. Keeper of secrets is what this card says. Take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see others' secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. So depending on what's going on in your life, there may be a need to sort of sit back and just observe what's going on around you and the people around you to find out what their intentions are. But anyone who can see other secrets and keep them sacred, that is somebody who you can trust. That's always somebody who you can take into your confidence too. So you're somebody who is definitely worth trusting and keeping close as a friend, I would say. Alrighty guys, and then Patricia, I know you said you had a dream of two sea turtles, and what I didn't really notice, there are actually two in this card. I was shown one, but you said you're seeing two, and I know you've seen animal totems before come to you, and you have had them in pairs before, one that you saw and one that somebody else close to you saw at the exact same time. So I don't think it's an accident, Patricia, that you are seeing things in pairs. Yeah, I think that has its own deeper meaning too. And I'll remind you with the sea turtles, they represent protection. You are the master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm, and your path will unfold. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. And somebody else said something really interesting about the turtles too, about persevering and always being able to find your way or achieve your goals. And it reminded me of the tortoise and the hare, and the slow and steady wins the race. And that is actually what one of yesterday's reads, the one with the animal totem, sort of wound up being about, didn't it? Right? Being encouraged by spirit and the sea turtle to persevere. that it always pays off. Alrighty, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started with your new read for today. I'm getting told tokens. We are going to start. We're going to start with a few tokens, so we'll see sort of where they fit into everything. 1, 2, and then 3. They wanted to jump forward today. I didn't really have to go fishing for them. They jumped into my hand. So the Lovers is the first coin that popped forward. Sometimes this just represents a Gemini energy, guys. Sometimes this means we're going to be speaking about a relationship, maybe a choice that has to be made in a relationship. Let's see what's next. The Hierophant. The Hierophant's excellent. It's kind of that higher point of view. I do see higher wisdom. It's like finding clarity or finding wisdom in a situation. I do feel that's what our Hierophant's going to be representing today, because more than anything, that's what keeps standing out to me and what my guides keep telling me. We also have the Emperor too. The Emperor, I tell you, it can be an Aries energy. It can speak to somebody who's sort of like finding the best form of themselves and coming into their own power too. We're going to keep grabbing. We'll move on to the Oracle cards and we'll see what comes forward and how all those coins fit into our read today for your guys' energy. Ooh, Spirit's getting crazy with the cards today. What is the message the collective needs to hear today, Spirit? These cards feel weird in my hands. It's like they don't want to shuffle properly. What do you got for me today, Spirit? There we go. Let's get going here. What does the collective need to hear? What are these coins all about today? Snow. Silence. I need to tell you, I do get a solitary feel from this card. I don't know if somebody is sort of going through a time where they're kind of in hermit mode or kind of by themselves. Because I don't feel extra energies. I just feel like kind of being alone or being by myself. But I feel at peace with that too within this card too. I feel a lot of peace. I feel a lot of calm. So it's like, it's okay that at this point in time, I'm sort of by myself or focusing on myself in my own journey. And I'm finding a peace within that. The biome connection. I do see kind of everything happening for a reason. I can see sometimes the divine matrix in this. I keep getting pulled back to the word connection. Connection, I do feel like it's speaking to other energies or energies around you. We did have, like I said, that Lover's coin came forward. And I can speak to relationships and relationships with other people. Richness, marine life. What I got to tell you, what my guides are showing me most in this card is the variety. And that's part of the richness. So I do see like somebody's comfortable within their own skin, or somebody's comfortable on kind of their solo journey or their personal journey. I do feel like, I got to tell you, I do feel like Spirit is encouraging somebody to sort of step out of their comfort zone and add a little bit more color to their life. I don't know if they're telling you to reach out and find connection with others, like other people or maybe animals or something, or if this is more about traveling or taking on some new challenges. But I do feel like expanding. Time to add to your life. Time to add some color. Then we have music and joy. Oh yeah, whatever Spirit's trying to bring to you, whatever you're getting encouraged to do, and we'll keep pulling cards and we'll see if we can get some more specifics from Spirit and some more clarity. You are being encouraged to reach beyond where you're at, to take on some sort of a new challenge, or to be open to something else coming into your life. And whatever it is something that does offer joy. It offers richness. It offers variety. It offers color. Mountain clarity. Isn't that funny, hey? Because I pulled the Hierophant coin, and all I could think of was like clarity in a situation. Out of all the meanings that the Hierophant had, that was like the thing that stood out to me and sort of just left the other meanings behind and left everything else behind, was like clarity. Clarity, being able to see something, a higher point of view or a wisdom. So this Mountain card very much fits into that. I keep feeling like it speaks to your energy and where you're at though too, like sitting up above it. So I'm not sure exactly what you've been through to take you here. And well, like I said, tarot will bring more of it forward. But I see like you sitting up top. You having a higher point of view now after you've been through something. And it's like looking down at the world around you, looking perhaps at other energies around you, and considering whether you're open to connection or not, or whether you're open to a new experience or not, or a new avenue or a challenge. But I see you very much sort of by yourself, sitting higher up and really taking time to make certain decisions about getting into anything new, or starting something new, or taking on anyone or anything new as well. Air represents motion. The horses on there, horses represent freedom, guys. You're getting told to try something new. You're getting told to jump into something and try something. I don't know if it's something totally out of your comfort zone, or just something that you've liked to try, or that you haven't been able to do in a while. You are getting challenged by spirit here to step outside and start doing something new and taking on something new in your life. I'd like to know more about this. Please, Spirit, can you bring me more information about this message for the collective? I'm absolutely curious about what's going on here. Dark matter. So it does represent sort of mystery or the unknown. But I don't feel anything negative in this card. I gotta tell you, what I feel is like excitement. Like, as an empath, I'll get energies, or I'll get emotions when I look at these cards or touch these cards. I keep getting excitement from this card. So whatever the unknown is, that Spirit is actually encouraging you to move towards. It's something that's going to bring something good into your life. It's going to bring excitement into your life. I can almost hear somebody laughing. So it will bring joy. It will bring happiness. Whatever you're getting encouraged to move towards. Oh, volcanoes. Power. I will tell you the vibe that I get off of this volcanoes card. And it is a little bit like, I don't want to say like anger. It's very strong feelings though. I don't know if this has to do with other energies and sort of not really wanting new energies to come into your life, or if this is trying certain things or making certain moves. You have very passionate views. You have very passionate views on things. That's what I feel in this, like really powerful views, and expressing those views too. So whatever opinions you got regarding, I think, lots of different things in life. I don't know if you were always this way, but you sure as heck have found your voice now. You're somebody who's not afraid to just say what you're thinking. And I think you're getting told too to sit back and look at things, to pick out things more carefully and not act too rash, or not make a decision in the heat of the moment. Because I keep feeling like this is not the energy you're supposed to have, and this is the energy that you are. This mountain card, where you're up above and you're sort of looking down. But even in this, I feel that it's too alone as well. But it's like taking time to assess the situation, taking time to find your clarity in it. But again, still not being too afraid to come down from the mountain and share experiences. And this volcano, I just feel like the energy is so raw. And it's so powerful too. I feel like at times it doesn't do you any favors. Maybe it comes out the wrong way, or people take it the wrong way, or it seems like anger, or it seems like aggressiveness, and maybe people don't quite understand where you're coming from, that you're just really passionate about something too. So I do see, like, I have to tell you what Spirit tells me, and Spirit's like temper. So I don't know if it's just to temper sort of your excitement about things, or to temper your passion in some of your opinions. South is all about adventure though. And you're due for a new adventure. You are absolutely due for some sort of a new adventure. I got pulled back to look at volcanoes. And I did get told that whatever this adventure is that you choose to have, or that you feel like you're led towards by Spirit, is something that will help to make a powerful change in your life. And from what all the cards that I can see already, it will be a positive change. It's not going to add to negatives. It's going to add to positives, and it is going to add to personal growth. This ice card. It represents purity. And you can see the solitary figure. And it's almost like she's conserving energy here. It's kind of like the winter, right? Taking a sleep for the winter and preparing for a time of abundance. Sometimes this cold, or this time of kind of going without in this time of sort of reserving for yourself actually frees you of things that no longer serve you. Because we got horses again a second time. We keep getting these horses. Freedom, right? I gotta be honest, I just got told the word travel. For some of you, this might be a call to do some traveling and to experience different parts of the world, or to experience something that you've always wanted to experience, like movement. The equator. The equator is all about balance, to make equal, it says. I gotta pull more cards. But I gotta tell you, I keep getting told there's something that you need to do to help bring more balance into your life. Because like I said, we got two completely opposites here, mountain and volcanoes. I feel like they're two completely opposite ends of the spectrum. Each of them has their own positive points, but each of them also have their own negative points. So you don't want to stay in mountain, but you don't want to stay in volcanoes. You want to be able to come somewhere in the middle, take the best of each. Take the best of each of them. And yeah, you're just getting told to like expand and try new things. What is going on here with this read? I want to know. The outer core fluidity. So this card is all about going with the flow. Being able to go with the flow of the universe. Okay, I think I got to tell you what I'm being told is that an opportunity you're not expecting is going to come up for something like this. It's for expansion. I don't know if this is an opportunity to travel, if this is an opportunity. It's to take on some kind of a new challenge. And it's like going to come to you, is what I'm getting told. This thing is going to come to you. And that's why you're getting this go with the flow. That's why you're getting the outer core. It's that encouragement to just like roll with the flow of the universe. If this opportunity has come to me, it's come to me for a reason. So this is something I need to investigate. This is something I need to take advantage of. And to not judge it too quickly, but to not sort of sit on the mountaintop and try and pick it apart to death to try and figure it out so much so and for so long that I actually lose that opportunity. Fire ignition. This is about action. This card is about action. That is that fire energy. It's like, can I say Aries? Going along with that Emperor. So it's like a Sagittarius, Aries, Leo kind of energy, that fire energy that you're passionate, you're doing something, you're taking action towards something. You are getting told to take action. So yes, it's important to consider whatever, but you're getting told not to sit this one out or to sit back and to pick it apart for so long that you lose it. You're getting told to trust the universe and to move in with this opportunity that's coming your way, that's going to be gifted to you. Yeah, a change in the wind. Absolutely a change in the wind. I tell you, this card looks like absolute chaos. If you look on the art of that card, like the whole world is spun upside down. You know, it looks like absolute chaos. And it's funny, a lot of times that is absolutely what I feel and what I get told when I pull this card in a read. That's not what I get told. You know what I just keep seeing in this? I keep seeing adventure. And I keep hearing the laughter and the joy and the positivity. You're supposed to be shaking things up. You're getting told to shake things up. And that is the opportunity that's coming your way to go ahead and do just that. Can you tell me more, please, Spirit? That guy too. That guy went sideways. Time. You know, I do believe everything happens for a reason. And I do believe it happens in divine timing too. Things come to us at specific times for specific reasons. This is your time. I keep seeing divine timing in this card, divine timing. This has come to you, or this will come to you at the moment it's supposed to. Whatever this opportunity is to send you on your way. Oh, that's an interesting one. Earth, it represents home. I always get an Empress vibe from this card. She always feels very powerful to me, but not in an aggressive, powerful way. Just in a confident and comfortable in her own skin. This is somebody who's come home to herself, this figure here. But it is still Emperor energy. It's somebody who's found the best form of themselves. Somebody who's found this maturity and, like I said, this confidence and this trust within themselves. And I think you've been on this journey and you have obtained some of this. This adventure is only going to add to it. I keep getting like the words colorful. Colorful, like it's going to add some color to your life. It's going to add some spice, some pizzazz, but not in a bad way. Passion, the soul. This is something that you need to, but you don't know that you need it, is what I'm getting told. You don't realize how much you need this specific opportunity and how much it'll mean to you until you get going with this thing, until you take advantage of it, until you move into it. That's when you're going to realize it was just what you needed at just the right time. And you're going to know it was brought to you for a specific reason at a specific time. The moon, darkness. You know, and the moon, I mean, let's face it, guys, the moon represents sort of our subconscious. It can represent secrets that need to be uncovered. The moon. Now, I get pulled back to soul. There's something about this experience that you don't know that you need. Something within you, and it's part of this Emperor coin. It's part of this Earth card. It's part of a coming home to yourself and finding out more about who you are, really getting comfortable in your own skin and getting to know yourself better. There's something about this experience that just like deepens your journey. If you've been on an Empress path or an Emperor path, it deepens that. It's like it's adding a next level. It's helping you to ascend a bit further, whatever this is. I tell you, I am dying of curiosity. I want more answers and more clarity. And so Spirit's pulling me to the Gilded deck. So we're going to go ahead and work with this tarot deck. So can you please bring us more answers and more clarity? Five of Swords. Okay, as soon as I pulled the Five of Swords, I got told to look at the Mountain card. I keep seeing in this even a figure who sort of tries to pick everything apart or tries to reason everything apart, so much so that they might cheat themselves out of an opportunity and sort of taking too long or talking themselves out of it. A lot of times he can just be really sneaky energy, but I don't feel that in this card. This card, I'm being told, ties to Mountain and the meaning behind the Mountain card. And to not stop yourself from having this experience out of maybe fear, or not being sure about what's coming your way, or feeling like, no, I don't need no new adventure. I'm good. If it came to you, I'm telling you, if this is coming to you, this is coming to you for a specific reason. It's because Spirit and the universe feel like this is something that's going to benefit you. Look who showed up a second time. The Lovers card. You may be somebody with a lot of Gemini energy. You know what? And that might explain how we got Mountain and Volcano. And like they couldn't be more opposite. But it's kind of like two sides of a coin, right? Because Geminis tend to be on both ends of the extremes at times in their personality traits. So this might be somebody who has a whole lot of Gemini energy within them. And we have the Queen of Wands. There's that passion. There's that fire. She's also, I'm getting told, she speaks to leadership. I'm being given an impression of somebody who's busy and who's accomplished. Oh, she's an entrepreneur. This woman can get things done. Whoever this person is, this might be you if this is you. It's a feminine energy that's coming forward here. And this is, like I said, the Queen of Wands, she tends to be busy, as she's always got a million things on the go. I keep feeling like this might be part of the adventure. Maybe it's time to take on a new challenge, something that'll keep you busy, something that colorful. Adds color, adds spice to your life, something that gets you going again, gets you feeling passionate about something. On the Ten of Cups, abundance. Abundance in the home life, happiness and harmony and balance. This is something, yeah. See, this is part of somebody getting what they didn't realize, or like kind of like a surprise that comes along with whatever this adventure is and what it brings. It brings a level of balance into the home life that somebody didn't realize wasn't there. You know, because I keep feeling like you're not even going to realize how much you need this thing until you get into it and you see the changes that it brings to your life. It does bring a balance and a harmony and a peace. Because this is obviously, Spirit feels like this is something that's missing right now, and this is something that you need. So if you have what you need, it helps you to feel more balanced. So it might help with the relationships around you or within the home life. I just got to tell you, the emotions that come along with this and the energy is just like that inner peace. That inner peace and that habit is the same emotions that I was feeling with the wind and change. Coming forward in the 10 of Cups. It just brings happiness. And it brings that balance and it brings joy. The 6 of Wands, recognition and reward. This is something, whatever this is, if you're taking on like a new project, a new job, a career, starting a business, taking on a new hobby, this is something you're extremely talented in as well, which is part of why it brings that harmony and brings so much fun and joy and really enriches your life, because it's actually something you're like just innately really good at. It's something that I don't think you realize that you have just this deep set talent for, maybe, but it's something that you're extremely good at. And I keep getting this feeling of surprise at results. So I don't know if this is something that you're going to be trying for the first time and you're surprised at how good you are at it, how fast you learn it. Or if this is something that maybe you decide you want to start taking on a new business and all of a sudden you start gaining momentum and it does really well in a short period of time. But it's something that brings great success, and it starts to make you recognize that you should be more confident in yourself and exactly what you're capable of with this opportunity. The 6 of Pentacles. This may be something, I just keep getting told that this card is talking about finances and this card is talking about money. So whatever this is, I keep feeling like this is something that puts you in a spot where you can be generous. Or you can be generous with others, where it takes away some of the burdens that maybe you're feeling right now, or perhaps people around you who are close to you are feeling. This is something that actually brings in an income. Whatever this thing is, this opportunity that's coming your way, it turns out to be financially beneficial. And the 10 of Swords. Now, the 10 of Swords talks about a disappointing ending, but one that's beneficial in the long run. It's like a blessing in disguise. A blessing in disguise. I want to know more about the 10 of Swords. What's the 10 of Swords talking about, Spirit? Can you please give us some clarification on what that 10 of Swords is all about? Whoa. You see that, guys? Those ones. These ones. These guys. And I'm getting told those guys need to come out of the deck. Oh. I'm getting told these two as well. So those are the ones we're going to work with. This deck is crazy, guys. Knight of Cups. Yeah, something's a blessing in disguise. And it's worth celebrating later on. I keep feeling like this retrospect with these two cards and like looking back and being like, thank God that happened to me, because now look where I am. Now look where I am, and now look what I achieved. There's that 8 of Wands. I got told travel again. And when the 8 of Wands talks about travel, a lot of times it can speak to air travel and flying. I keep getting travel. I keep getting travel. It also speaks to swift change. It can speak to communication. These things may all fit into it, but I keep getting that travel, that going from one place to another place physically is what's tied in most of that card. Now, the Ace of Wands can actually represent a new career or a new job. Like I said, for some people who this is resonating with, this might be an opportunity to start your own business or to be an entrepreneur in some way. It might involve travel. It's something you're going to be innately good at. And it's something that will be financially beneficial. And the confidence that comes from it and the success that comes from it is going to help to feed your soul, to feed your confidence. It's going to help to bring balance and harmony in your home life. Ace of Wands. And the Knight of Wands. That's really interesting. So this Knight of Wands, he can sometimes be somebody who's a little bit impulsive. Remember, I was feeling a bit of that vibe with the Volcanoes card too when I pulled that. And like kind of like quick to judge something, or having really passionate sort of ideas about something, or being sort of quick to jump on that. He can also speak of... He can actually speak of physically moving and moving a long distance, and he can speak to real estate too, guys. All of these can apply depending on what your situation is You might have an opportunity to maybe start a career in real estate. Whatever your opportunity coming forward is might involve traveling or moving a long distance, guys. I do feel the warning in here though. Do not be too impulsive. So there might be a need to do a bit of planning in this, but this is something you need to take advantage of. The Strength card. And see, this is you. I keep feeling like you're somebody who's been through certain life experiences that have actually taught you and set you up for what's about to happen for you. So whatever it is you've been through in the past, there's lessons learned, there's skills gained. And all of them add to your strength and your knowledge and your wisdom. I mean, look at her. She's got this lion on a chain. She don't look worried. This figure don't look worried. She's just looking ahead. She's focused on moving forward. She's focused ahead. She's not worried about this lion. She knows she got a handle on this. So you got a handle on whatever's going on around you. You can always find a way through. You can always think your way out of it. Find a solution and overcome obstacles. Have her confidence in moving forward. And the Knight of Pentacles. It is something you've been working towards for a long time, finally coming to fruition. But I'll tell you about this. This is something that's been in the works for a long time, but possibly not by you. This might have been something the universe had in mind for you for a long time, or spirit had in mind for you for a long time. But I keep feeling like this sort of like had to wait. Had to wait for you to have these experiences. Had to wait for you to go through certain things in life so that you were in the right head space and the right heart space and the right soul space to be able to take advantage of whatever's coming your way. That's why I kept feeling in this time card like divine timing had to play out. Divine timing, everything happens at a specific time when it's supposed to. You had to come into this energy that's coming forward in the Strength card of being confident in moving forward and confident in being able to find a way to solve whatever challenges come your way before this opportunity was going to be ready to be brought to you so that you could make the most of it. So I do feel like this opportunity is a long time in the making for you, from the universe and from spirit. This is something that was supposed to come your way, but it couldn't come your way until you were in the right place for it. This Eight of Swords. I'll tell you what I feel in the Eight of Swords too. I keep getting pulled back to that Mountain card and kind of the downside of it. The fear of not knowing all the details. Fear of not knowing details. Fear of maybe being too impulsive. Going with this thing and oh my God, what if it was the wrong choice? Then what? So I do feel like there's a bit of fear from that. But the thing I'll tell you about the Eight of Swords, okay, yes, there's a figure. She's blinded, she's bound, and she's surrounded by swords. The thing is, the binds are loose, so she could take them off. If she can take her binds off, she can take her blindfold off. These swords are spaced far enough apart that she can walk through them. She's choosing to stay stuck. So this fear of what may be in the future or the unknown or what could possibly go wrong, it is something that if she chooses to hang on to it, it will keep her stuck in the Eight of Swords. And she won't get to experience this awesome adventure. So it's a warning not to stay stuck in that way. It's a warning not to give in to the fears or give in to those insecurities or those doubts. And look who showed up a second time, the Emperor. We got the coin, we got the card, the Emperor. I keep feeling like this is still farther on in your future. And that's what all of this is a part of too. That's why all of this has come your way. You may have been through an Empress journey and nurturing yourself, in healing and coming home to yourself and finding that self-confidence. This Emperor is someone who also masters the outside world. So he also brings abundance. He also has self-confidence. He's very much a leader. This is somebody who can run their own company, who can start and run their own company. This is somebody who's very powerful and somebody who's very respected, but I don't feel anything negative about him. So I don't feel like this is somebody who has lots of ego issues or something like that. I just feel like this is somebody who is very confident in their choices because of their life experience. So they trust themselves to be able to make the choices that they need to make to guide them through any obstacle that shows up. I feel like this is where you're headed. This is part of your emperor journey, not just an empress journey. This is an emperor journey. The 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is a lot of times about burdens or being overburdened or feeling overburdened or overwhelmed. 7 of Swords. I keep getting pulled back to worries. It's funny because I got like 2 different sides of the read here. So I'm really getting pulled to this might be some Gemini energy too. And so we get really passionate about things, but then we can get really cold about things and analytical about them too. And we kind of go a little bit back and forth here. The 10 of Wands. So I feel like they're still... It's funny because they're not burdens. They're life experiences. This 10 of Wands that he's carrying. I don't feel a heaviness in it. Like you look at him, yeah, like the picture looks like he's weighed down, eh? But I don't feel that. I just feel like he's carrying his experiences and he's carrying his knowledge on his back that he can use to his benefit. They're like tools. They're like tools to be used. When a challenge comes forward, okay, we go through each of these. Which is the tool I need to use or the knowledge I need to call upon to be able to overcome whatever challenge comes your way. You're somebody who has a lot of life experience, is what I keep getting told by my guides in the cards. You have a lot of life experiences that will serve you well. Don't be too suspicious though. See, I get pulled back 5 of Swords. I get pulled back a little bit to the 8 of Swords, to the Mountain card. Don't be too suspicious of things either, because you're smart enough to know the difference between something that's a real opportunity and something that's BS. So this is part of the fears too, and the unknown, and we don't know if it's going to work out, and is this something that I want to invest in and take that risk? Because the 7 of Swords can sometimes indicate a risk. I don't feel that here. I keep getting the word suspicion. Suspicion. And I don't feel like it's justified, because I'll feel if it is or not with the energies and what my guides always tell me. I don't feel like it is. I feel like this is what somebody has going on the inside. It has nothing to do with what they've seen outwardly. It's like their own fear sort of nagging at them is what I keep getting told. And it's like this is what's going on in somebody's head. And the Queen of Cups. You are also somebody who's intuitive as well, I'll tell you that. And it's very important for you to trust your intuition on this journey, and when these opportunities come forward, this opportunity for change, and in guiding your way through the change and the challenges and the richness that comes from this. Don't allow your emotions to overwhelm you, and trust your intuition to help and guide you. Because it will. You're going to know if this is the right thing to do. Something in you is going to say, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. This opportunity came for a reason. So don't talk yourself out of your intuition either, because of different emotions or different thoughts that are happening. Again, like the 5 of Swords or the 7 of Swords, because of those suspicions or those fears. Don't let them cheat you out of an opportunity. And the Hermit card. See, I got that feeling like you were kind of hermiting, or you were kind of on a solo journey, or whatever you were doing. It was kind of by yourself, and you had this path going. Your life is supposed to be more colorful. I just keep getting told your life is supposed to be more colorful than it is. You're supposed to get another challenge to come forward to add a new dynamic into your life. The 3 of Cups. Interesting. I do see happiness. I do see celebration. Whatever this thing is that comes forward, it may involve some collaboration with another party or with a couple of other parties to be able to make it go. Because there are the 3 cups there, and this can speak to collaboration or fruitful partnerships. I keep seeing happiness and celebration, and it always feels like a surprise. Every time it comes forward in these cards, it feels like a surprise, like something you were always, like you weren't expecting for it to work out so well. As a good surprise. It's not a bad surprise. It's a good surprise, guys. The 2 of Swords. It's still that indecision. You're somebody who talks themselves out of stuff sometimes. I got to tell you that. The 9 of Pentacles. But this is something that will bring abundance into your life. It's something that brings independent abundance too. So it's something that you can do for yourself. Even if you have to collaborate with others, it's still yours. You still have that autonomy. You still have that level of control. And it's something that I feel like it does ease financial burdens and make a positive financial change in your life, whatever this thing is. Judgment. Yeah, see, this is the universe. A lot of times this Judgment card in this deck is my karma card. I don't necessarily feel karma, but I do feel that judgment, like it's been judged, that you've done what you needed to do, and now is the time. And now is the time. So whoever it is, Spirit, God, the universe has made that decision that now is your time for this to come forward, right? Like the Knight of Pentacles. It's been a long time in the making. Chariot, I got told travel again. I don't know what the hell you're doing with travel. If this is something that just involves a lot of travel, or if it's travel where you wind up finding this opportunity, you know, like one thing leads to another. But I keep getting travel. Travel, travel, travel. On the Eight of Pentacles. He tends to be the Apprentice card here, guys. That's why I kept feeling it's like taking on this new challenge. Learning this new challenge. It's like jumping right into it too with both feet. Whatever this challenge is, like really putting your heart and soul into learning this thing. I keep feeling throughout all these cards, you're just a natural at it because it's destiny. It's where you were always supposed to go. It's what you were always supposed to do. It's something you were always supposed to come to, but you needed certain life experiences to prep you for it. But that's why you'll find that you're just so naturally inclined to do it, because you've been set up unknowingly throughout everything you've gone through in your life, all the things that did not work out, or the past that didn't work out, like the Ten of Swords, were the blessing in disguise, because you gain knowledge and you gain skill that sets you up for what's supposed to happen now, for what you are now ready for. Taking on this new challenge, taking on this new learning opportunity. Temperance is probably the perfect card for this read too, because I was feeling so many opposites going on here. Opposite emotions. I was starting to wonder, like Gemini, is somebody a Gemini or have a lot of Gemini, and kind of, you know, we get really passionate and really hot about things, but then at times we can be really cold and analytical and sitting back from them. You're going to have to find your balance in between. They're both very useful skills to have. They're both very powerful sides of you to have, but only if you can find that balance, right? It's like in moderation, or the word I heard was temper, to like temper these so that you can find that even balance. On the Ace of Pentacles, financial new beginnings, a golden opportunity. On the Five of Pentacles, whatever this is, like I said, financially it's going to make a change in your life. And positively is what I keep getting from the cards. This will bring a positive financial change to you. It's something that you're naturally very good at. It's something that adds a new dynamic to your life and keeps your life more interesting, more colorful. You enjoy the challenge. It brings you joy. It brings you peace and harmony and abundance. It's like just what you needed. This thing was just what you needed, and you don't even realize. You don't realize you needed it until you have it. I keep getting that surprise and getting pulled back to this card. It's like you just didn't realize that this was exactly what you needed to have in your life, but Spirit did, and the universe did. And they went out of their way to make sure that this came to you at just the right time. I would love to know more about what this is. I'm getting told to stop. I might get in shit if I ask a little bit more. I would like to pry some more, Spirit. Can I pry some more? Yeah, they're waffling a little bit. Okay, pick a deck so I can ask a little bit more questions. We haven't pulled to this one here. Okay, can you give me a little bit more clarity, Spirit, on what this opportunity is? I gotta tell you guys, I always get a little bit iffy when I ask too much, and I feel like I'm being told not to, because I've had my cards go flying all over before. A little bit like that when I ask. Those are the ones we're gonna turn over first. So we had the Five of Cups land sideways, the Seven of Cups sideways, and the Seven of Wands. So all of these went sideways. That's Seven of Wands, Five of Cups, Seven of Cups. Choices, choices, choices I see here. And the Chariot again. And the Chariot. That's really interesting. I feel pulled in two different directions with this Chariot card. but I keep getting movement in it too. So like what direction to go, what direction do I go? Choices are going to be important. Opportunities, you're going to have to weigh them. You will have to weigh your opportunities like that, looking at the top of the mountain, sort of looking down and thinking things out, but don't take too long to think it over, and don't get lost in negativity like the Five of Cups. Because if you get dwelling on things that could possibly go wrong, you're not going to see that they are actually opportunities. They're going to just start looking like big, scary whatevers, and you will cheat yourself out of opportunities. So be very careful though. The Seven of Wands too, it is about setting boundaries or standing up for your ideals. So don't be afraid to look at this and be like, okay, if I'm going to do this, this is what I need from it, and this is the way that I need to do it. But I'm going to sort of move forward with this opportunity, trusting in myself to navigate challenges that come my way, not compromising my ideals, but having confidence in my skills and in my knowledge. And so I still not telling me, I gotta tell you, the cards still gave me basically what we've been hearing before. So this actually might ring true to a few of you. And that's why we're not getting a very specific answer, because it's going to be slightly different with different people. But I do keep getting like this speaks to finances or a new career chapter. And it's something that speaks to your talents and what you've been through in the past. It's something that you will be able to pick up and take to like a duck to water here. So that's how you're going to know. And like I said, it brings you that balance. It brings you the balance in your home life. It brings you that confidence. This is part of your emperor journey and this next leg of you ascending and becoming the best form of yourself and the highest form of yourself, finding that success. And I do see financial success in whatever this is too. So if this is hitting home with anyone, I would absolutely love to know about it. Please feel free to comment, guys. Alrighty, good luck.